Hello everybody, thank you for joining us today. We're going to do a quick 20-minute lesson, hopefully targeted towards our teen and our adult audience. We're just going to start off with some nice light V-stepping from our stance, just stepping out on the angles, keeping those hands up and trading that live hand, that lead hand with that lead leg. As we get used to this, we're going to go some reverse V-stepping. Instead of that V in front of us, the V is now behind us. Replacement step, V-step. Replacement step, V-step, making an X as we do this. All four corners of the X. Switch directions. Replacement step, V-step, replacement step, V-step. Awesome. With those V-steps now, adding in the lunge. Just lightly letting your knee touch the ground, depending if you got carpets or hardwood or concrete, small children, cats, I don't know, whatever you got. Awesome, and just shuffling your feet. Good, from here we're just gonna go onto our plank position. We're gonna drop down onto our forearms, keeping our backs nice and straight, just holding that plank. Give yourself about 20 seconds. As you hold that plank, think about for the next section, keeping your hips and your shoulders nice and level. One palm on the ground, other palm. Forearm, forearm, palm, palm. Keeping those hips as level as possible. Nicely done. Standing up, shuffle your feet again. Just nice and light, shake those legs out. Inside, outside hip circles. Just using that knee, using your hip, bring that leg all the way across, all the way back, loosening up the hips. Nicely done. And alternating high rising heel kicks. Hopefully you don't send a kid flying. Keep that back nice and straight. Get the legs nice and warm. Good, showing nice, quick front snap kicks. Really demonstrate the chamber, the foot extension, the reach chamber, and back to your stance. Alternating front snap kicks. Good, a double front snap kick now. So you chamber once, kick low, chamber again, kick high, back to your stance. And switching. Low, high front snap. Nicely done. Gently going on your back so you don't, crack your head on a table. Hopefully you got lots of space. And we're just gonna hold ourselves with some nice sit-ups just to begin with. If you want a little more challenge with those sit-ups or less challenge, modify those hand positions to give yourself more or less resistance. Going as high up as V sit-ups if you so choose. Nicely done. Standing up, back into our stance, further back. From here, looking for a nice big point kick through. Step across, open X side kick. Point kick, step down in front, step in behind, open X side kick. Alternating, point kick to the ground, open X side. Point kick to the ground, open X side. Same leg should be kicking for both kicks. Awesome. From here, as you step down, you're going to keep turning. Other leg now throws that turning back side kick. Point kick through, turning back side. Other side, point kick through, turning back side. Continuing to switch. Making sure you set it so your head turns, leads the kick, and allows you to extend straight lines still. You got enough hair on your head, hopefully you can get the whipping action going, float in the wind, brilliant. Awesome. From here, we're gonna go onto our stomachs again. Right knee goes to your right elbow and back. Left knee to left elbow, back. Right knee to left, left knee to right knee to right thumb. Left knee to left thumb. Right knee to shoulder. Left knee to shoulder. Right lift, left lift, and again, right to right, left to left, right to left, left to right, right thumb, right shoulder, right lift, left lift. One more time, right, left, right, left, right to thumb, left to thumb, right shoulder, right lift, left lift. Nicely done, and standing up, shaking out your legs, shaking out your hands a little bit. Awesome. Okay, from here, if you have a wall or a chair or something close by, we're gonna look at a little bit of our basic kicks for balance and for foot form. Facing straight away from the wall, picking that knee up. We're just gonna work on our front snap kick. Slowly extend, making sure your foot form's very good. Toes back, foot forwards. Rechamber nice and slow. Do about 3, just with the one side. If you're getting comfortable, take that hand off the chair or off the wall. Practice that balance while you're going around with this. After 3, switch sides, picking that knee up. Nice and slow extension. Hold the extension. Take a look at your foot form, rechamber, and keep going. The slower you can do this, the better it's going to help your balance, the more you can work on your foot form. The challenging ones now, the point kick and the side kick. Starting with that point kick, face straight down your wall or next to your chair, whatever you're holding on to. Pick that knee up so your foot tucks into your glute, your knee comes up so your shoulder, your hip, and your knee are aligned. From there, keep it nice and stationary. Slowly extend and hold that leg. Rechamber. Extend and hold. Rechamber. Extend and hold. Rechamber. After about 3, switch sides. If you're feeling comfortable, take your hand off that wall. Check that alignment still. And extend and hold. Rechamber. Extend and hold. Rechamber. Extend and hold. Rechamber. Shake those legs out a little bit, see if your hips can reactivate. Side kicks, last one for this. Same thing as a point kick, facing down the wall, picking that knee up in front of you nice and high. You're trying to get that straight line motion straight out from the wall. Hold that straight line, bring it on back. Hold that straight line, really check your foot form. You don't want your toes pointed, pull them down and away from that heel. Really give you that protruded striking surface. Nicely done, other side. Picking that knee up nice and high. Like I said, if you can, see if you can step away from that wall and try and balance as you hold. Second one, and back, extension, hold, rechamber, back. Nicely done, a couple hip twists, loosen everything up again, and you get everybody on your backs. We're gonna do jaguar sit-ups now. You pick left knee, right elbow, right knee, left elbow. As you go back, try and make sure that your feet stay off the ground, your head stays off the ground. Increase the difficulty a little bit. Good, about 6 more of these. Nicely done. So we've got a lot of kicking out of the way, something you can keep working on to help practice your balance and your foot form while kicking. From here, we're gonna do a real quick review of pattern. Knowing that you might not have a lot of space, you're gonna stay in your own little box, but still practice the stances as much as possible. So, pattern number 1 events. Tumbe, hand slap, arms across, together, and striking. Curl in, across, bring that leg out, drop into that horse stance. From here, you're gonna step into that double O knife stance. You're actually gonna draw your front leg in, step your back leg out so you can stay in that same box as you do your pattern. That third count, stepping back, double O knife, facing the other direction. Change those feet, staying in place. Change those feet, staying in place. Your left leg is going to draw a line behind the right leg so you can step all the way through, turn. Adjust for your box if you need to. Step and punch, left leg. Behind, turn, adjust your box, and again, step, punch. Stepping right to the front again. Hands go away, step towards, double O knife, step forwards, and strike. Nicely done. Finishing that pattern. Let's run that one more time. I know it can be heckin' confusing, so let's do it again. Pattern number 1 advance, tumbe. Curling in, across, swing that leg nice and wide, nice little horse stance. From there, stepping, high back stance, stepping, bow stance, stepping, bow stance, turn, high back stance, stepping, bow stance, stepping, bow stance, going behind the lead leg, turn, high back stance, step, bow stance, behind, high back stance, stepping, bow, shift, high back, finally stepping, bow. Nicely done. And finishing. Awesome, shaking out again, getting everything nice and loose. Rhythm back, tumbe. Practicing your stepping glide to go forwards, front leg move, back leg push. Stepping backwards, back leg move, front leg push. Stepping glide forwards, stepping glide backwards. Forwards, backwards. Left and right, same thing. Moving to the left, left leg move, right leg step. Moving to the right, right leg move, left leg step. Left and right. Left and right. Stepping glide forwards, stepping glide back. Left and right. Forwards, back, left, right. One more time. Awesome. Adding some striking now. Step and glide forwards. We're moving forwards. We're using that jab, establish our range. Step and glide back. Our weight's on the back leg. We throw that big cross. Step and glide forwards, jab, back, cross. Forwards, jab, back, cross. Left and right. Our weight's on the left leg. We've got all of our weight here. Close range, hook. Step and glide right. Let's change things up. Uppercut. Left, set, hook. Right, set, uppercut. Left, set, hook. Right, set, uppercut. Step and glide jab. Step and glide back, cross. Left, hook. Right, uppercut. Forwards jab. Back cross. Left hook. Right uppercut. One more time. Nicely done. Switch sides for fun. Let's see if we can get the other side of your brain going. Step and glide forwards. Jab. Step and glide back. Cross. Step and glide right. Hook. Step and glide left. Uppercut. One more time. Jab. Cross. Set. Hook. Set. Uppercut. Nicely done. Shaking everything out. All right, we're going to come back to pattern 1 now. We're going to do it a little differently. Instead of a focus on the stance, we're going to make our box a little bit bigger, and we're focusing more on the movement, but very minuscule movement. So our stances aren't what matter, but our timing and our footwork is. So, pattern number 1 advance. Tumbe. Hanako set. Much smaller stance this time. Give yourself some room if you need to. We're looking to face to the left. Step right punch. Step left punch. Turn to the right. Double a knife. Step left punch. Step right punch. Turn through behind you to the left. Step and punch. Through behind you. Step through punch. Step back to the front, double O knife. Step through punch. And finish. That's a lot going on, so let's do it again. We'll see if we can go a little bit slower. And the last time we're going to try and combo it. So, pattern number 1 advance. Tumbe. Hanako set. Nice small stance. Step and block. Step and punch. Step and punch. Step back and block. Step and punch. Step and punch. Back through block. Step and punch. Back through block. step and punch, around and block, step through punch, and finish. Nice. Now, one more time through, we're gonna combo the movements together. So you punch until you go to a block. Or sorry, after block, you do the punches, then it starts the next motion with a block. So if we start our pattern, pop, onto the set, we're gonna turn, punch, punch, and then set. Turn, punch, punch, set. Turn, punch, set. Turn, punch, set. Turn, punch. Just some different ideas that if you really know your pattern one, even if you're still getting used to it, different ways to practice it to help your understanding of it, and just mess around and enjoy it a little bit. Awesome. We're gonna go back to shuffling our feet, shake out the hands, shake out the hips a little bit. We're gonna review that boxing a little bit. Rather back, tumbe, sit. So we've got our jab, our cross, both our hooks, and our uppercuts. What I wanna see, my favorite combo, but like confusing as heck, so follow along as best you can. Straight punch, jab, hook, uppercut. Right hand's available, cross, hook, uppercut. Straight punch, round punch, up punch. Straight punch, round punch, up punch. Jab, hook, uppercut. Cross, hook, uppercut. Straight, round, up, straight, round, up. As you keep practicing this, all of those strikes, except for the jab, should move your head off of the line of attack. This is a wonderful drill to practice facing a mirror, with a partner, with a piece of tape on the ground, so you can see that you're moving your head position. Very important. I love doing this in my spare time. Really good way to build that hand flow and that hand speed. Awesome. Let's add some ducks and weaves in now. Let's start with boxing drill set one. Jab, cross, duck and weave. Cross, hook, uppercut. Jab, cross, duck and weave, cross, hook, uppercut. Using a mirror, a friend, a partner, your parent, whoever, really make sure you're still moving that head out of the way. Making sure you're shifting your weight from the back leg to the front leg. Another great drill for this. Take that duck and weave. Cross, hook. The weight's on the back leg right now. We need to duck and weave to the front leg. Weight's here now. Hook, cross. Duck and weave to the back leg. Cross, hook. Duck and weave to the front. Hook, cross. Duck and weave to the back. Cross, hook. To the front. Hook, cross. Showing where that weight is, where you can strike to, and where you can move to. Nicely done. Shaking out those feet, shaking out those hands. We're gonna just finish with some other kicking flow you can work on at home, and that gives you another way to go through your basic kicks. Rather back, hey. Starting off, front snap kick, step down. You're gonna open that leg up like we're gonna stepping forwards, open X stance. Left leg, point kick, step down, open X side, step down, turning back side. Let's look at that again. There's a lot going on. Right leg is back. Right leg front snap, set. Left leg point, set. Left leg open X side, set. Right leg turning back side. Let's go with that on the other side. Back leg starts, front snap. The new back leg, point. Step down, same leg, side kick, step down, turn, back side kick. Nicely done. Back and forth, keep working on that. Back leg, front snap, step down, point, step down, open X, turning back. Front snap, point, open X, turning back. Keep going with that, do a couple more reps on each side. It helps build your ability to flow from one kick to the other, and your ability to keep your head facing what or who or whatever you're trying to kick. Once more on each side. Nicely done, everybody. We're gonna do a quick review. We started off with our hip swings and our high rising heel kicks and working on our wall kicks. A really good way to build up your foot form, your strength, eventually your balance and your stability as well. A little bit of practice this on each day can really help. If you're getting more experience with this, start adding things like your hook kick and your opposite point kick to build up your hip mobility and your knowledge of those kicks. We covered some of our basic striking, we covered some of our patterns, and once again, great ways, stay in place with those stances. That way you can work on your flexibility and strength without needing a whole lot of room, or shorten those stances, really work on the flow of each pattern. Things that you can keep practicing at home and have a whole lot of fun with. Finally, a little bit of kick and flow. If you have a little more space, no furniture or pets to worry about, maybe the occasional child, that's okay. Something to work on. So you're able to switch between your legs. You're able to work on facing the right direction and keeping your flow going. It's awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. We're gonna do a quick Mukdo out and do a coach's corner. Ready? Show. Chedat. Kanye. Mukdo Jimbi. Mukdo Shijak. Mukdo Bado. Show. Chedat. Kanye. Nicely done, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Today I wanted to talk about kind of one of the first stories I heard at the studio, and one that I really liked and love hearing again. It's about a student and his master who are traveling through some unknown land. Still back in a time where carriages were pretty common, and if you needed to go a long distance, the carriage was a really great way to get there. And the student and his master are at the station waiting to get on the carriage, and it's pouring with rain. People are doing their best to get their luggage on board. They're doing their best to keep themselves dry, keep themselves from getting rained on too much. And there's this one person who is being very rude to the coach staff, to the other travelers, and just being very demanding about the care for that person's luggage and making sure that them first. And the student and the master kind of just watch this and keep off to the side and don't be irritated as best they can with it. And everybody loads up on the coach and they're on their travels. They're heading on to the next town. And the entire time this person's complaining about how bumpy the road is, how smelly the horses are, how damp everything is, how awful it is, and just ongoing, just non-stop complaining. Finally, they get to their destination and people are getting off. And there's this giant puddle between the platform of the coach and the coach. And this person who's been complaining the entire time doesn't want to get their nice clothes all wet and muddy, and they're demanding that somebody helps them across. So the master, of all people, picks this woman up and puts her on the platform, which is against what this student and this master are allowed to do. The masters generally aren't allowed to touch women. Story from a long time ago. I didn't make the content, but it is what it is. And the woman doesn't even thank the master, keeps demanding that her luggage gets taken care of, and all this good stuff. A couple days later, the skies have cleared, the master and the student are walking, and the student's there humming and hawing, and it really doesn't sit well with him, where the master kind of broke one of the things that's so important to their art to help this old woman, and the old woman wasn't even thankful about it. And the master looks at his student and says, so what's on your mind? And he starts complaining about how this woman was so disrespectful, and given the circumstances, just, way too much, too rude, too complaining. And the master just looks at the student and says, you know what, I put that old woman down 2 days ago. You're still carrying her around with you. There's a lot of ways to look at this story. One of my favorites, especially given our current circumstances, is, take things for what they are. As much as you want something to be the way it is, it probably won't. And if you have that expectation, you put that expectation over top of it, which I am notoriously bad for, full ownership, it really sets it up for, not a great time of analyzing that situation. Whereas if you just see it for what it is, and it gives you the chance to say, you know what, that is what it is, I'm okay with that. Even if you're not okay with it, you don't need to hold on to it. And that's a really important thing. Thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Hope you have a fantastic day, and hopefully we'll catch you for the next live stream. Namaste.